Hello there, and welcome back to the channel and my little bit of Mexico. So, it's Semana Santa, Holy Week, and I'm on holidays like many other teachers actually are. Hence the little bit of furriness on the chin there. I'm not quite sure if I should go full beard. I'm not sure. Should I or not? I don't know, but maybe by the end of the week I could be full bearded. But in the past, my beard coloration has been a little rather like a badger. Not one colour or the other. Though these days, I think my beard tends to be rather more on the grey side. I would call it distinguished. So here in Mexico, Semana Santa is an important time. And yesterday it was Palm Sunday, when many head to their local church to observe the start of this period. And the end of this week is Viernes Santo, Good Friday. And it's an important day for many Catholics, but it seems that many companies, especially here in Mexico, just don't give or seem to give that time off to their employees, which is a shame. I mean, it's a Catholic country. Why don't companies do this? Why don't they give this time off? It's almost like an American way of thinking that you have to work all hours. And I think many American companies who set up here don't observe it because it's not an official day. It's not looked on as an asueto like the birth of Benito Juarez, Independence Day, or Dia de la Bandera, because it affects profits and, according to the Americans, would promote laziness amongst its workers. I don't know why Good Friday isn't looked on as an asueto, an important day by the Mexican government. Why is it not a recognised day? If you think of the UK, I always remember you would have Good Friday and Easter Monday as days off. So you would have this 4-day weekend. Sometimes you would have Easter Tuesday. And I don't know why it's so different, especially as we are heathens in Britain. We just don't follow religion, but we get days off. And I don't think many people do go to church in Britain on those days. They just enjoy the days. But as always in Britain, it will rain during this weekend celebration. But if you head south to Mexico's heartland, to the Bajío, from Guanajuato, I'm not sure where the Bajío begins. Is it Guanajuato? Is it Zacatecas? I don't know. But from this part of the country down, people do observe Viernes Santo much more. It's more of a thing down in this part of the country. That's not to say that small towns here in Nuevo Leon don't look on the period as being important. But in the city, I don't know. I guess people do look on it, Viernes Santo as being important. But when it comes to observing it as a free time to celebrate, far more in the Bajío and below. What I love about this time of the year with Good Friday you may hear a train in the distance there, is the food. And some of the food here in Nuevo Leon during this period is wonderful. Well, after all, I'm not a religious kind of person. So as I say, the food at this time of the year is wonderful, especially when you go to a small town, Nuevo Leon, especially a place called Soledad, where my wife was born. And you really enjoy such incredible dishes, ones you probably hadn't had before. And generally, there are 12 incredible dishes, each with not a single hint of meat within them. And these dishes represent the 12 apostles that followed Jesus up until the Last Supper. And some of them are wonderful. There are fish dishes, sopa de garbanzo, lentejas, arroz, papas and salsa, wonderful tortillas, handmade, and dishes you would never see outside of small town Nuevo Leon. Flores de palma, palm flowers, those lovely white flowers that sprout at this time of year, and cabuches. Cabuches are wonderful. They're this wonderful, colourful flower, a little cone flower that you find on the cactus called a bisnaga. And when you get the flower, it's a flower that has its own wool. It's a most incredible flower, but the colours are amazing. It's full of reds and pinks, greens, yellows, oranges. Simply wonderful visually and flavour-wise, wonderful as well in a lovely salad with chili, oil, and more. Such wonderful food. Catholics have a very strong devotion to their religion. But when it comes to devotion, you can't really not mention the passion play. I don't know if they call it a passion play. Is that something that they have in Austria that you see in, I can't remember which place. But this takes place in an area of Mexico City called Iztapalapa. It is one of the most incredible things to witness. I've only witnessed it on television, but I really must see it at first hand and visit Iztapalapa in this area of Mexico City. As I say, it's incredible, and each year's production takes about a year to organize, rehearse, and the whole thing is just this amazing spectacle. And all the people are from the area of Iztapalapa. And I don't know if the one who portrays Jesus does actually wear a crown of thorns, but the blood on his head that you see, I don't know if that's real or not, but if it is a real crown of thorns, then the guy who plays Jesus really does have absolute devotion to his religion. So it doesn't just end at the end of Good Friday, but the whole celebration, the play in Iztapalapa carries on to Saturday with the resurrection and the whole shebang. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm not a religious person, as I say, but I do admire people who have a devotion to their religion without being too kind of fanatical about it. And that's one thing about Mexico. There's no fanaticism to religion compared to our strange neighbors to the north. As I say, nothing comes close to the play that they perform or have on show in Iztapalapa. And I don't know if Monterrey has anything similar. I don't think any other part of Mexico does. But here in Monterrey, I don't know really how people do celebrate Semana Santa and Viernes Santo in a similar way. People do it in their own ways, I guess. But I guess for many, it's private. It's a family-oriented thing. But, yeah, people do follow their religion very well here in Mexico, regardless of which state. And it would be nice to know how much people do celebrate here in Nuevo Leon, because you don't really see it. People just go about their religion as they do. They don't make a fuss about it. It's just a private thing in many ways. You don't see this kind of strangeness that the Americans have when it comes to religion. Mexico really does have a great outlook when it comes to religion. And I think they're quite tolerant of whatever religion there is around. Yeah, Mexicans are far more tolerant, in my opinion. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Another little video in the coming days. Bye for now. See you very soon.